Ah, shit. This episode of Defective Discourse has been brought to you by our patrons. Here at BRG, we'd like to thank those patrons who have subscribed and donated. It is because of generosity like yours that makes this show possible.
Defective Discourse. Welcome to the show where we talk about the topics that matter to you. Video games, media, technology, all starting now.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Defective Discourse. I am your host, Component Z. Now, you'll notice we are a person short tonight. Our friend Kurok had a family emergency and couldn't make it tonight. So, he's going to try to be back later. We don't know. But if he does come back, we'll pop him right in and no one will know the difference. Tonight we have with us Ginger Mouse. You can say something.
Hi, something.
Besides jazz hands.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Yes. Tonight we have a quick topic and then we have our main topic. Our quick topic for hopefully everybody should know by now. But we did get some bad news earlier towards the end of November. We lost one of the great comic book personalities, Stan Lee. For those who don't know, Stan Lee is the heart and soul of Marvel. Gave us X-Men, Spider-Man, Captain America,
Iron Man.
Yeah, a lot of what we know of Marvel today came from his original ideas. He actually started comics in the 1940s. Interesting side note, his real name actually isn't Stan Lee, but rather Stanley Lieberman. When he started writing comics in the 40s, Jewish names were not very popular among the populace. When he took his first comic book to a local comic shop to see if they would sell it, from the story that I've heard is the store owner said, "While I'd love to, I don't think a comic book from a Jew would sell." So he sent him on his way, and he went back, kind of created a new comic, and decided to do it under the pen name Stan Lee, which they sold almost immediately. And upon selling as many as he did, he kept writing under the name Stan Lee. And it wasn't until, I believe, the 80s that he actually had his name officially changed to Stan Lee. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one, Mouse.
I don't know for sure, but I think that's right. I think it was the 80s.
Alrighty. Now for the big topic. And this one's bound to get some guff, if you will. We're going to be talking about Fallout 76. But on the other side of most of the current news. We don't think Fallout's getting a fair shake. Yes, it's got some bad press recently. Okay, they did kind of a bait and switch tactic on the bags for those who got the Power Armor edition.
They are correcting that, though.
Yeah, they are. They are actually going to start sending out the correct nylon bags instead of the vinyl ones that were packaged with the Fallout, the Power Armor edition. But, at least they're fixing their mistakes. And, it's like so many people aren't giving a good game a fair shake that we wanted to talk about it. And maybe it's just me, but I feel like the biggest mistake that Bethesda made with this game is they gave us exactly the game they told us they were going to. Maybe we're so jaded that we think that they're going to lie to us and not give us what they say they're going to, that game manufacturers in general aren't going to give us the games that they tell us they're going to give us.
I don't know if that's it. I would say it's more like when people write reviews of something, it's more fun to write a negative review than a positive review.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I think people just like complaining more than they like enjoying things these days.
Yeah, but it just seems like, they get negative, most places get negative press because, this is, they said it was going to have this, or they said it was going to be this, and they changed it to whatever they gave us, and now it's like, now everybody's complaining, this is what they, this is the game they gave us, this is exactly what they told us they were going to give us, why didn't they give us something different? It's like, this is exactly the game they said it was going to be. It's one of the it's probably the most beautiful Fallout games ever.
Honestly, that's the only thing that I'd complain about is I wish the photo mode function were a little bit easier to use on controller, because I'd just be taking photos all the time. Like, wow. Beautiful sunrise, beautiful sunset, beautiful light, beautiful trees, look at that view!
Thankfully it's not, because that means you can focus on the gameplay.
You just say that because you need someone to save your ass.
Mm-hmm. Help me, I'm surrounded.
Pitiful low-level noob.
You're right. I gave you the Gauss rifle, remember?
You can have that back anytime. Unless you actually ask for it back, then you can't have it.
But, even with that, the things that were wrong in the game, they're fixing. Okay, they started the game out with a very small stash size. A weight limit of 400 pounds.
They told us why they were doing that, though, from the get-go.
Yeah, they really did. Do you remember what that reason was?
Yeah, they wanted to see how the how filled stashes or used stashes would interact on the server when multiple people were playing.
Yeah. I mean, because to be fair, it's an MMO. In its heart, it's an MMO. But it's set up so that it's instanced. You only have a maximum of 25 players per server. And then if there's 25 players and you go to log in, they're going to kick you to a different instance because you're maxed out.
Mm-hmm.
Now, but the stuff that you do, the stash that you build up, the plans the blueprints that you make, the buildings that you build are constant. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're playing on server A and your friends will log in and they're on server C. So you jump off of server A over to server C to join them in their instance. All your stuff is still there. You don't have to go look for new gear. You're not finding...
Well, all your stuff except for your camp, but they're fixing that. They're fixing that.
Well, and that's only if somebody happens to be in the same location.
Yeah.
And they did fix the fact that the blueprints kind of broke when they did that.
Yeah, I wasn't as upset about the blueprints as I was the other one, but like I said, they were fixing it the instant it became a problem.
And okay, it's not, and that fix is supposed to be out next week,
Yeah.
as of our recording. It is the 4th of December, and that is supposed to be the 11th. That's going to be the patch on the 11th. Is really supposed to fix the whole camp issue. It's supposed to give you some options. It's going to give you the option to either move your camp for free, or jump to a new instance where you can say where your camp is already where it was.
Which
If,
works for people like me.
I believe.
I believe what it is they pack up your camp. So basically, you log in and it'll say, "Hey, someone's where you're at. You can go to a different instance, or all your shit'll just be packed up and put in, and you can go move it somewhere else."
Yeah, but not charge you to move your camp for that
Yeah.
instance. Which I think that part of it might actually be in there, because I think one of the
Yeah,
games
if you spawn and your camp isn't built, it automatically is free to place something new.
Yeah.
It only costs money to move it, not to place it.
Yeah, so I think if you jump in and there's somebody close enough that it won't allow you to drop your camp right where your camp used to be, you can move it free without a problem. You can go somewhere on the other side of the map, still drop your camp, and you're good. The only real major change will be the one about, okay, if you want to be able to go to your camp where you're at, you can change instance to an instance that'll allow you to drop in that location. Which could be, that'll be nice if you're farming something. If you're set up in an area and you have
resource
resource miners, or if you're in a area that you're trying
is
to
nice and flat, and you've got all your farms set up perfectly, and you're right next to water, and everything's all set and perfect.
I wonder who that could be. Sounds like somebody's speaking with some level of experience to that.
Experience, bitterness, same thing.
But okay, what do you think? What do you think about the game?
Oh, I love it. If I didn't have a job and I didn't need money, I'd be playing it 24/7. Like, I love it.
I mean, do you feel that it embodies Fallout? If so, how?
It embodies Fallout in a different way than Fallout games have. So a lot of the Fallout games have focused on, hey, look, people are rebuilding, and there's raiders, and there's traders, and there's merchants, and there's this, and there's that, and there's all these people around. But now we are the people. We're the characters. We're building the world. We're literally the first people kind of released out of the vault and back into the world. And it is up to us to build the world that we want to see. Which I think is cool.
Fair enough. I need to fix something real quick. I just realized I forgot about something.
Unacceptable. You've ruined everything. I'm gonna flip a table and leave.
There you go. That should have fixed it. That should have quietly fixed it.
Yeah, until you drew attention to it, dummy.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, if it is what I think it is, it was drawing attention to itself.
You're drawing attention to yourself.
Yeah. But like I said, to me, it does embody it really does embody the
spirit of what Fallout is.
Yeah. It's got the weird scenes.
Whatever could you mean?
Look at from Fallout 3 on up, there's always Easter eggs. There's always weird things to find.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Fallout 76 is no exception. Let's look at, tell us some of the weird things you found, Mouse.
I haven't found anything weird. I don't know what you're talking about. It's a very boring, dull game. Yeah, okay. We found Smokey the Bear.
Describe it for people. Let people know what you found.
It was a teddy bear with patrolman sunglasses, a cigarette sticking out of his mouth, a 9mm pistol that he was holding, and a ranger's cap.
No, it was a hunting rifle, but...
Was it?
It was, yeah, it's the hunting rifle when it's got the pistol grip and the stub barrel.
Because it was a smaller gun, because a teddy bear was holding it. We found Alice's Tea Party. We found Jack Torrance dead in the hedge maze. We found...
Wait. You might want to give some context to that one for people who may have not seen that movie.
Okay, if people have not read that book or seen that movie, then they don't deserve to be here, so y'all can just leave. Stephen King's novel The Shining, which also became a very fantastic movie. There is... In the movie, they did it a little bit differently for two reasons. A, because one of the actors that they had cast was 89 when they started filming. 89 or 90 when they started filming, and so certain deferences were made to that, and they were all very careful because Danny Torrance was actually played by a 6 or 7-year-old, and they all were desperate to make sure he didn't know he was in a horror movie.
Yeah,
so
he didn't realize it was a horror movie until he was like 16 or 17.
No, he was in college. He was like 18, 19.
Okay.
But
because I know the girl that played the girl in Red and Schindler's List didn't actually watch the movie until she was like 17 or 18.
He made her sign a contract that she would not watch it until she was 18.
Yeah.
But so they ended the movie a little bit different than the book, and spoiler alert, Jack Torrance dies in the hedge maze. He freezes to death. And we found his skeleton kind of sitting there, and it had the fireman's axe across his lap, and it was in a hedge maze. What else did we find? We found a bunch of teddy bears doing foul things.
Yeah. Teddy bears holding knives. Teddy bear doing performing surgery on another teddy bear.
No, that was 4.
That was 4?
Yes.
Good.
No,
in 4 it wasn't a teddy bear.
Yes, it was.
You sure?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
I know we found the Pied Piper.
Oh God, we did. I forgot about that. Because I summoned that.
Yeah, miss. Oh, what did you say?
I said there's only one thing about this game that disappoints me. It doesn't feel like Fallout because there's nothing really fucking weird going on in the background. Like, there's been no weird things that you just stumble across and find.
Yeah, and then we stumbled
and then
across...
I summoned the Pied Piper.
Yeah. So, in case you don't know, which I hope you do, I hope everybody here knows the story of the Pied Piper, but it's a kingdom is under assault, if you would, by rats. They have a rat problem. And the Pied Piper comes in and says, I will lead your rats away, but you're going to pay me like something like, $1 a rat or something. And he does. He plays music, and the rats just follow him out of town. The city doesn't pay, and he sneaks in at night, plays music, and leads the kids out.
Yeah, and does the same thing to the kids that he did to the rats. He leads them into the lake and drowns them.
Yep. But the reference to the Pied Piper is a Mr. Gutsy that...
No, iBot.
Was it a...
It was an iBot. It was an iBot. I assure you it was an iBot.
Okay, there was a bot of some kind.
It was an iBot.
That was playing a whistling tune, followed by 3 rad rats. What was that? How many? There was only 3. The rad rats I know, there was only 3 of them. I hear you typing. But, you know, it is, you know, it's got the Fallout soul. It does, you know.
It does.
It does
That was a deeply Fallout thing.
Yeah, you know.
Hell, Mothman was a deeply Fallout thing.
Yeah, you've got, you know, they draw on the Mothman legends for the area and created him as a character.
And the Flatwoods Monster.
The Wendigo.
We don't talk about the Wendigo.
The Wendigos are awesome. It's the level 65 Scorch Beast Queen we don't talk about.
95 Scorch Beast Queen.
I've never seen a 95.
How? Good.
You know, to be fair, to get the level 95 Scorch Beast Queen with level 50 Scorch Beast pets, it required, you know, nuking an area.
It did, yes. Don't do that, kids.
You know, better than the 3 nukes taking the servers down.
I know that happened.
Well, but let's face it.
That would have happened to any game. That was not something that they were prepared for some idiots to do.
Yeah.
They should have been, frankly, because we're gamers, we're gonna try to do that.
But, you know, let's face it, a coordinated strike with 3 nukes.
They just assumed that would happen later. They just weren't prepared for it 3 days after launch.
Yeah. You know, it really was not something to be prepared for. You know, you don't expect somebody to launch not 1, but 3 nukes simultaneously aimed at the same location.
3 days after launch.
Yeah. You know, it was a coordinated assault. You know, but they really are fixing the problems. You know, even player problems. They're fixing player problems. There was a group that were, you know, that attacked other players and were killing other players, yelling homophobic phrases through the in-game chat.
I always forget that's a thing because I just have it auto off.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I've met people on the internet, no.
And see, that's the thing. It's either on or it's off. You know, there's no in between.
Oh, yeah, there is.
Well, there wasn't. They may have fixed that. They may have patched that out. But
yeah, it's been patched for a while. You can have it on, you can have it off, you can have it team, you can have it near you.
Yeah. But I think when the event happened, it hadn't quite been patched out yet. I think it was still on or off. And you know, they were running around yelling homophobic phrases. You know, just repeatedly killing players. You know, and they got banned. You know, the incident was reported. They looked at the game files, showed saw the homophobic phrases that were being thrown. Wow. My Skype just broke. Bear with me, guys. I may have had a technical issue. There it goes. Kind of. There it goes. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. We are having technical issues. Apparently, Skype decided it wants to be... Well, when you go work for Microsoft and you work on Skype, yes, it will be your fault. The fact that that you can't really get rid of the Skype app that's embedded in Windows 10 doesn't help either. Because when you kept trying to call me, it was ringing the Skype app. That's why I had to keep ignoring the call, because I was trying to get the Skype program back up, which is what I need to get your capture. But every time you kept calling me, it launched the Skype app. Yeah. Way to go, Skype. Well, tell us more. Tell us more. Then how can you say it rocks? Miss what? You're what? 9 levels above me? Yeah. We both got it the same day for the beta. Got the same day when it released. You have a problem. You have a problem. You sit in the... Miss, we'll get this to play together, and I'm going to... Really? What were you doing right before the podcast tonight? Which means that you were in the game playing. But how do you buy ballistic fiber? Which is in game, right? Yeah. But see, you sit there, you play it offline when it's something we were supposed to play together. But if I'm running the same perk and I'm not playing, and I don't play unless I'm playing with somebody else. Yeah, you do. Tonight, maybe. I remembered somebody saying that, yeah, I'm mining plastic. I'm going to run around and hit everybody and get ballistic fiber. But you have to be playing the game for it. That's just admit that you're playing the game. That's all that you gotta do. Anyway. But to be fair, it is something that does play a little better as a group game. Which is all stuff you may have done offline. Uh-huh. But anyway, now I will admit it does play better as a multiplayer game. It really does. You do not. I do have a cat. He's a troublemaker. But no, you are not getting up there. I know what you're trying to do, and no. Yeah, he's figured out that he can jump from the back of the chair to the bookcase and climb up and destroy my blinds. But I'm not letting that happen. But there are, like I said, it is something you definitely want to play as a group. But there is a lot of stuff. I did get notified. Karak should be here very shortly. So he'll be back to joining us. Let me. I gotta remember. Oh, there it is. Let's see if we can get Mr. Karak rolled back in, and you're okay. There it goes. It's like your screen is blue screen again now. Okay, did it not take the? It's trying. It's trying.
Hello?
There we go. Hey!
Hey! Oh, wait, I don't hear you guys.
That could be a problem.
I don't hear you guys.
That sounds like a personal problem.
Why do I have two Skypes, though?
Because you're awful.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
No.
we can hear you. Don't be mean, Mouse.
I'm not being mean. He can't hear me say no.
But when he asks if you can hear him, saying no is being
Okay,
mean.
He
yeah,
can't hear me say no, and he doesn't read lips.
You don't know that.
I know that even if he did, he wouldn't be able to read mine.
Hello, now I can hear you.
Hey, there we go.
Hey, how's it
Good evening, Karak.
going?
Welcome in.
Thank you so much. Thanks for being understanding.
Now we've got a voice of reason.
Now we have a voice. Oh, wait. What's the conversation been like?
He is being mean to me.
What's going on?
He's being mean to me.
Hello, everyone. By the way.
I just called her out on the fact that she plays offline
I don't
without the rest
play
of us.
offline. What
Yeah.
rest of us? You're the only one who plays with
Wait.
me.
Is this in reference to Fallout?
This is
Wow.
Fallout
How do you
76.
How do you play offline when you're on? It's an online game.
Well, no. When I
I'm
say
magical.
offline, I mean not when she's not streaming and not playing with anybody else.
Oh, okay.
Literally, you're the only human being that I play with.
Well, I actually like. Okay, I imagine you guys have kind of already given your impressions of the game.
Yes. That's-
Okay, so I think it's only fair that I give mine.
Oh, please. I want to hear what you think.
Okay, so I haven't played it a whole lot. I did 2 streams. Each stream was about 3 hours, so maybe 6 hours. Maybe at most I did 7 hours of gaming in Fallout 76 online. And I found that I would forget I'm playing an online game. I haven't got too far into the questing, and I had someone else join me, and this is actually the reason I wanted to bring that up. I find that when I'm playing the game, I'm playing it and not even thinking that, oh, where's everyone? Like, everyone's like, there's nobody on, and you don't run into NPCs, and you never run into other
Thank
humans.
God, I hate human beings.
So here's the thing. I've run into maybe 2 of them. One was being a little prick and hitting me every so often, but I wasn't letting him have the satisfaction. I didn't hit back or anything. Another one is someone that follows me when I'm streaming, and I've followed him. I watched him stream, and he came in and he gave me some he gave me some power armor. He gave me some weapons and stuff, and it was cool. The interaction was awesome. But even when he popped out in front of me, I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I'm playing an online game. so so to me, I still feel like it's a single player game. That's how I'm playing it, and I'm good with that.
See, I see what I was saying as I do feel it plays well. It plays better as a multiplayer. You know,
Okay.
with a small party. You know, once you start getting into some of the areas, it is easy to get overrun.
Right, because you can get into areas where you're just out leveled, right?
Well, not even just out. Well, yeah, out leveled is an easy thing to get to come
Tell us
by.
that story, Z.
So
Tell us that story.
I may have been playing today. Now I am level 34. I may have been exploring a little bit tonight before podcast, and I may have run into a level 66 legendary Yao Guai and a level 76 diseased glowing Yao Guai.
Okay, I have no idea what those are.
Those are bears.
They're bears.
Oh, okay.
No. I meant about the army of glowing ones.
Hey, to be fair, my turreted defenses chewed through a lot of them.
No.
The turreted defenses did take out quite a few of them, as did the robots.
Gotcha,
As did the level 81 and 91 and 121 that were hanging out just down the way.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And came running over to help.
Yeah, when we got overrun by like 8 glowing ones.
There were 13 glowing ones, all over level 60. And then there were a crap load more. There are some bad areas you don't want to hang out in.
Yeah. Yeah, some areas can get pretty level heavy quick.
Gotcha. I mean, okay. So go ahead.
But even some of the low areas, you know, you'll get like level 1s and level 5s, but when you start getting like 10 or 15 of them, and you're in like a hallway and you can't go anywhere, you know, you can get swarmed pretty fast. So it is good to have help.
A few people, yeah. Okay, I can see that because it did actually happen to me. I think it was the second time I played, where I had we went into an area. I can't remember what it was now. Some kind of green, like some kind of a greenhouse or something like that. Like and we were doing pretty good. He was there helping me because he was much higher level than me. But I was going around and shooting and killing stuff and collecting things. And then he was like, I'll be right back. So he types in chat, I'll be right back. And he just sat there and literally let me just go around the whole place. And I was doing really well for myself. And then we got back outside where the robots were, where he helped me kill some of them. And I went to one of they were like the round roof equipment sheds. And I went into one of those. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they weren't high level robots, but there was like half a dozen or more.
Yeah.
And I just got overrun, and then they just killed me. It was actually kind of cool because.
And I think the term you're looking for is Quonset hut.
What?
It's a Quonset.
Oh, is that what they're called?
Hut. Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. But
wait. You're calling me a nerd. Weren't you the one just talking about making Stephen King references?
I don't know what you're talking about. This is the game.
I have video evidence. I can show you video evidence later.
I'm pretty. I'm not a nerd.
Mm-hmm. So
can't be nerds. I don't have thumbs. I don't play games. Leave me alone.
So you didn't just talk about a Shining reference in a hedge maze? Now, correct. We were
Yes.
part of what we were discussing. This actually relates back to part of what we were discussing. Have you found any of the weird stuff yet? It's never a Fallout game until you start finding the weird.
I don't believe I have. I'm trying to think of anything that I may have come across that was like, or are you talking like gross weird? Or are you talking about like doesn't make sense, shouldn't be there?
Both. Because I've
No.
seen both.
Okay, no, I have not really run into anything like that as of yet.
Okay. Because, like, you missed the conversation. Some of the stuff that we found a reference to the Pied Piper.
Okay.
Mouse says it was an iBot. I say it was a
It was an iBot.
Anyway, it was a flying bot of some kind, playing music, being followed by rad rats.
Oh, cool. That's
And
pretty awesome.
he was flying a small loop, and
Right.
the rad rats just trundled right along with him.
Right. Okay.
Then we also found brain just went completely out the window. We found, what was the other thing we found you'd mentioned, Mouse?
Alice's Tea Party.
Thank you.
No way.
Yeah, there is a table set up with tea, mismatched chairs, and it's straight out of Alice's Tea Party.
Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
we
pretty
found
awesome.
we found Siri and Alexa too.
No way.
It's two Mr. Handies. Well, a Mr. Handy and a Mr. Nanny. One's white and one's black, and they're just saying, you know, when they had a Siri and Alexa and they became good friends.
Yeah.
They're saying shit from that conversation to each other.
No way. Holy
They
cow.
will not interact with you. They're just in this endless loop between each other.
Got it. Yeah. See, but this is the kind of stuff like when I hear that this game is empty. I've heard that this game described.
I don't know what they're talking about.
I'm thinking people aren't looking hard enough.
Yeah,
they're actively going out of their way to not find stuff. Because trust me, I wasn't looking that hard.
Oh, wow.
But I mean, it's, you know, like we were saying, it really does embody a Fallout game, because it has those really weird references that, you know, you have to, you know, you're sitting there going, why?
Who programmed this?
Yeah, who sits there and does this? We found a Smokey the Bear. It was a, you know, brown teddy bear, ranger hat, sunglasses, smoking a cigarette, holding a it's one of the hunting rifles, but it's the one that has like the real short barrel and the pistol style grip on it.
Gotcha.
But it's, you know, it's sitting there holding that, you know, and it's like.
So did you guys talk about the? Well, I mean, I just kind of mentioned the fact that a lot of people were saying the game is empty, this and that, from beta and so on. But did you guys talk about the what was it, the canvas bag thing?
Yeah, we covered
and what
it.
happened? Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
that they are actually sending out the
proper bags.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know what? I mean, I get that, and that's something that they can do good on. They can just fix that by, you know, the people who rightly so were supposed to get that. You know, they have the thing that kind of sucks is that they had to go through stupid messages. Remember how they were saying they're going to give you 500 atoms or whatever? At least this is what I remember reading or hearing about. But now they're like, okay, we should fix this, which is good.
Some of the messages apparently weren't from an actual Bethesda employee.
Yes, I heard the same thing.
But a contractor who's been since let go.
Oh wow.
But like what we were talking about, the fact that the problems that do exist in the game are being fixed, and Some of them couldn't be fixed right away. The stash was a major.
Yeah, you were mentioning that.
Yeah.
Okay.
They finally got it up to 600, but a lot of it had to do with trying to track every piece of equipment that's in up to 25 players' inventories, what's on the map, and then if you change maps, you got to be able to take it all with you.
Yeah.
It's
no easy trick.
So they needed to see what kind of load it was going to put on the servers, and they said we've got we have a way to do it. It's not the best. They're trying to find a better way, and there's probably going to be they upped it to 600. I think it's going to stay at 600 for a little bit. They did say they're going to try to get it higher, but it's going to be like we're going to roll something out, see if it works. If it works, how can we make it better and keep going?
Got it. Yeah. So I want to mention, and this isn't really so much about them and what they've done and what was released. I mean, in the past, we've had other games like No Man's Sky, No Man's Sea, Sea of Thieves, right? Yeah. And I actually bought Sea of Thieves, but I haven't played it yet. And I do want to go in because I keep hearing that they're updating it and they're putting quest lines and things in it. But I think part of what really drives this is the fact that it's a train, what's the word I'm looking for? A bash train. Like people are just bashing it. They look for that one thing, what's wrong, and they just harp on that. And they make videos on YouTube, and then all of a sudden everybody's clicking on it. So the YouTube algorithm changes. Now all of a sudden all the other content creators want to get views as well. So they need to put out videos on how something is bad about it, because that's what's going to get the clicks and the views. And I think they are the ones who are probably doing the game more disservice than the game did it for itself. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I brought that up at first.
Oh.
It's more fun to write a negative review than it is to write a positive one.
Yeah.
So bad.
And this, part of what I said, I wish you could have been here for the whole thing so you could have caught some of this. But one of the things I said, I look at it as I think we're so jaded by the video game industry that we as gamers don't know how to handle when a company gives us exactly what they tell us they're going to give us. Fallout 76 is exactly the game they said it was going to be.
Yeah, it's Fallout Online with friends.
Yeah, it really is.
If people were expecting a Call of Duty, well, I'm sorry, but
I don't know if they were expecting them to go, well, we've changed our mind. It's going to be single player or
Battle Royale.
Yeah, that's what they were expecting. Realistically,
I don't know if they were.
And I was worried.
Don't worry, it's going to be Fortnite.
Yeah, I was worried it was going to be a game like that. If it was, I was going to cancel my pre-order. Once I got it and played it, I was like, "Oh God, these guys did the right thing." That's just me. Like
the only other thing I could, maybe they thought it was going to be GTA Online.
Mm-hmm.
I think they thought it was either going to be GTA or it was going to be Fortnite, and you're just going to have everybody running around dancing weird dances and shooting each other brutally.
Yeah.
No.
But it like I said, it is the game they told us it was going to be. It was going to be Fallout.
Yeah.
Online with other people, but not that many other people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because it's Fallout. You're in a nuclear wasteland.
I remember E3 when he said, and he goes, there will be people, and you'll run into them, but it's not going to be like, and that's exactly what it is.
It's
I went online.
It's easy to avoid them.
In 6 hours, I ran into 3 different people. One of them I know.
I'm running into more people when I'm in the higher level areas than I am when I'm in the, if I go back to the lower level areas.
Gotcha.
Most of the time when I see someone, and Z, you can attest to this, I'll wave at them and walk the other way.
Go away.
And I wave back and they'll walk the other way, and it's like, go homes, bye,
have
peace
fun.
out.
See ya.
Sometimes if you have something, you can offer them a trade, see if you can get some caps off of them, or see if they have anything you want. But
that is one thing they should do. They should have an emote that's basically just I was like, I don't want to deal with you. I'm gonna go my way. You go your way. I'm done.
Peace out, yo.
It's funny though. I watched a couple of videos. One was a podcast style, kind of like what we're doing right now, and they were talking about Fallout. The other one was one of the guys, and this is from IGN. One of the guys talking about what's wrong with it, and then he went through like 7 different points as to what's wrong with it, and he would bring up some points that I guess in a way were valid. I'm not saying that discounting him, but you could tell it was rehearsed and practiced, and it was just like for them to put out something that falls into that slot where everyone else is saying the same thing so that they get part of the pie, the piece, of the views. And I didn't like that. I was like, oh God, man, come on, guys. Can't you talk about what you really think about it rather than kind of
It's
rehashing?
the video game version of buzzwords.
Yeah. So I was pretty disappointed in that, to be honest. But I like it. Dude, look, I'll show you this. Check it out.
Nice.
So I went out and got the strategy guide. I got the soft cover. They have a nice collector's edition with a hardcover, but I got this, and I have like the one for Fallout 3. I never bought the one for 4, and I go through it like a book, like a study, like I have an exam or something. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start doing that because I plan to play it for a while.
Well,
I
know a couple people that play. If you need a group.
Okay, hold on.
He's friends with you. He won't be friends with me on Fallout.
So here's the thing, right? When I picked up Fallout 76, I tweeted out a picture of the game cover and everything, the jewel case, and I go, there's only one bad thing about this game. I haven't finished playing Red Dead Redemption. Yes, exactly what I have. So I played Red Dead for about a week after Fallout came out, and then I stopped and played Fallout for like 2 of my stream sessions. Oh, that's cute.
Sad bunny. It's sad.
And I enjoyed it. Even though I played for a short period, I enjoyed it quite a lot, but I still had Fallout, so I decided I'm stopping Fallout. I still had Red Dead, is what I meant to say. So I stopped Fallout, and I decided, let me go into Red Dead, let me finish that, and I'm really enjoying that game.
But
even though
Z
that's not,
is in Fallout.
I know.
How can you deny that face? Look at those sweet cheeks.
Just hang on, I'll be there. So yeah, once I get through my Red Dead, I will be going into Fallout, and I plan to play that for quite a bit, actually. I'm going to enjoy it thoroughly.
So, on a side note, how is Grand Theft Horse?
Grand Theft Horse? It's fantastic. Yeah, it's a really well put together game. I have not played the online yet, even though at the time of this stream, the online is open and available, but apparently it's broken. Oh, it's broken, but nobody seems to, I know, really. It's kind of broken, and they're working on fixing some things, but I decided I'm not playing. I never play the online for these games usually. I'll tell you why I don't play the online, because they end up being, I don't think Red Dead is, but they end up usually being like a Fortnite or a Call of Duty, and I'm not the greatest at those games, and I don't like them, so I play single-player games more, and that's why I actually like Fallout 76 online, because it's more like a single-player game. But Red Dead's...
No GTA Online?
I tried it one time ever, and I was like, not my thing. But so Red Dead's a great game. It's fantastic. I really enjoy it. Yeah. So I don't know if there's anything else you guys want to mention, or talk about. I wasn't here for most of the stream, so sorry, guys.
You're smarter than both of us put together. So realistically, the stream only started when you got here.
Oh God. Don't say that.
It's true.
I enjoy the hunting in Red Dead a lot. That's all I've been doing. I've done 6-hour streams on Red Dead hunting only.
I'm pretty sure that's not how it was meant to be played.
No, man. There's a whole list of things you got to collect. Okay, we're getting off topic here.
To be fair, though, I play Fallout wrong.
What do you mean you play it wrong?
Most people have bases that will defend against shit that attacks it.
Yeah.
I have resource harvesting and a giant farm, and it's open to everyone. And like, hey, take what you need. Look, here's the section where you can make vegetable starch, so you can have adhesive. Here's this. Here's that. It's all organized. Enjoy. There's a couch.
Sounds like Fallout Minecraft.
The only weird thing, and I don't know why it's there because, of course, I'm completely 100% normal. I might have a beaded curtain made out of bones.
Nice.
It jingles when you walk through it. It's lovely.
See, so it's awesome you mentioned this stuff because I haven't yet dabbled in any of the crafting part of it, other than the fact that I've collected junk and I've repaired some stuff.
Oh, my sweet summer child.
But I
will
haven't
teach
done.
you.
And yeah, so I collect the junk and I'm not sure what to do with the stuff. So and I haven't given it the time it deserves. So
Scrap it. Scrap
Come
your
to my
junk.
fold.
scrap it all.
Scrap all junk. If it falls into the junk category, scrap it. So when you get to workbenches, if you're playing on
Yeah.
keyboard and mouse, it's T to scrap all junk.
Yeah,
Scrap
I saw
it,
that.
Scrap it
Told me.
because that is your building materials.
Right.
So if you're repairing, building new, those are your materials. Once you, if you start building a base, make sure a tinkerer's workbench is one of the things you build.
Even if you don't have a base.
Yeah, because you can use if you're by your stash and you're at a tinkerer's workbench at the same time. As long as you have plastics, you can do bulk junk,
Oh, okay.
and it greatly decreases the weight of junk in your stash.
See, Z knows all the smart stuff. You gotta hang out with him.
Okay.
I remember who taught me that actually worked and by how much.
Oh, is that steak?
No, that was you, because Steak wasn't playing at that point.
She's looking back like, who?
Yeah.
I'm very much a house pet. If I don't look at you, I can't be in trouble. So you'll just see me turn around and like, no, that's
the one thing that is weird to get used to on Fallout 76, and I'm glad you're here because I can explain it a little better in voice than I can by typing it. The level up system is a little weird.
Oh, you're talking about the cards, right? For special?
Not just the cards, but the actual points and cards.
Okay.
So you have, like all Fallout games, you have special.
Yes.
Which is strength, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck. Go ahead.
I'm so bored already with this conversation.
Go ahead.
I find it a little more interesting because I was having trouble with that and getting it, through my head.
So you default to one of everything. What? Go ahead. Take over.
No, I don't want to take over. I'm just making faces as commentary. That's what I'm here for.
Anyway, so every time you level up, you get a point that you can distribute into one of your special categories.
Yeah.
That point allows you to play either play a card or play an upgraded card, depending on how many points you have available. That each card has a number up in the upper left-hand corner that determines how many points you need to play that card to give you the perks and bonuses.
Okay, that are described on that card, right?
Yeah. What's nice about this feature, especially over previous Fallout games, is you can change them at a moment's notice.
Okay. Okay, that's cool.
So, hey, I'm going to spend the next, half an hour building my base, setting everything up. You may you may remove a bunch of cards and put a contractor so that when, buildings require 25% less material. There's one for home, I think it's home defense. And as long as you have the plans to make upgraded turrets, you can put those in. But I'm gonna go single player. You can remove a bunch of your charisma cards
Yeah.
for as team that are team builds, and there's some charisma cards that are great for single player. Lone Wanderer, for example. So you can go, okay, I'm not playing with a team. I'm going to pull out my team cards and put in my single player cards.
Gotcha. Okay. Because I did notice that some of the charisma cards. In fact, one of the guys online was telling me go charisma all the way because it helps you with team when you're in a squad.
Yeah. The interesting thing about charisma is for every 3 points you put in charisma, you can share 1 point of a card. So any card that has a 1 point value, you can share with a team. If you go to 6 points, you can share up to 2 points. So either 2 1-point cards or 1 2-point card.
You can't do 2 separate cards.
I thought you could do.
Nope.
You could do 2 separate.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so it is only 1 card at a time.
But I can only share a level 3 card or lower because I have 9 charisma points. If I had 12, then I could share a level 4 card or lower.
Yeah. See, now I only have 4 points, so I can only share a level 1 card.
I have to, because it was kind of confusing when I first started using it, and then after I was looking, okay, that makes sense, but I still haven't.
I'm kind of building myself as the team mom. So I've got the farm where you can get purified water and food and adhesive and everything that you need and get sleep and rest and everything. And my build is, let me share with you what you need, friend.
Which is funny because I'm kind of speccing myself to be the team doctor.
Okay.
I have skills for finding meds. I have a card that does, once I get down to 20%, it auto stim.
Yeah, I remember that card actually. I remember that one.
Well, found out the other day it actually procs with another card that I have, which is if I use a stim pack within a certain range of a teammate, it'll do a mild heal to them as well.
Oh wow!
So we were in the middle of a battle, and my auto stim kicked in, and it helped, and it gave her health as well as me.
I wish I had known that was going to happen because I used a stim pack 2 seconds before that happened.
Oh no way! Okay.
But it was
that's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah. But there's also I don't know if I have it and I haven't played it or if I just didn't grab it, but there's Quack Doctor, which you can actually resurrect people using beer.
Booze.
Yeah, you can use alcohol instead of giving the option to stim, I can actually give them alcohol.
That's pretty cool.
And it works in place of the stim pack, so it's you can have some fun with the cards. But yeah, it's just you gotta the hard part is laying out your build, going, okay, where do I want to put the point? Sometimes it's easier to go into each category and look and see what cards you have to play.
Gotcha. And see what are available. Yeah.
Strongback is good, very good. Dromedary?
Yes, Dromedary is the water one.
Yeah, Dromedary is a good one. I have that as, I think I have that at level 3. I think I have that maxed out. So, water should last longer.
Okay. I noticed when I was playing for the very first time that I I would get thirsty so fast. I was like, "What the heck is this?" And then I
Come
would
to Mouse Farms. We will help you.
I would drink water from the stream, and then of course rads.
Yeah. You
And
need to
the
boil
other-
that.
Yeah, I know. I learned that after, but the buddy of mine who came online, he's like, rads are nothing.
Yeah.
I have a perk, so I take no rads from food or drink, no matter what it is whatsoever.
Nice.
The other thing to remember, boil it. But when you're walking through and you see like rhododendron flowers, soot flowers, carrot
Yes.
flowers,
You can make tea, right?
yeah, you can make like different teas.
And they're good too. They really do a lot of good.
Yeah.
It's funny because I remember when I was at that point where I started learning some of that. There was, what are they called? The responders.
Yeah,
Yes.
responders.
Yeah. So I was listening to like an audio, and it was long, an audio file or whatever. It was super long, and you were talking about the whole process of boiling the water and getting it done. And some people do want tea or take the tea instead. So, yeah, I mean, this is the thing. Like,
Having lived in Florida, I know what boiled water tastes like. Let me tell you, you want the tea.
you want the tea. I haven't spent a ton of time, and I haven't really got far in the game. But for the small amount of time that I spent, I gotta say I don't understand or get like how much hate the game is getting. I just don't get that part. So, doesn't make sense. So I think we're gonna end it, right? Because we're like at an hour and 10 minutes, and I've only been here for like 40, 30.
Yeah, we're sitting at about an hour and 10. So.
Okay. Plus, I'm being beckoned.
Alrighty.
Okay. So at this point, thanks you guys. Thank you, Mouse, for joining us again. Thanks for kind of filling in for while I was away. I was taking care of something, personal. So
We understand you are getting your Russian bride from the train station. It's okay.
Yeah.
Do you at least give this one a name, or does she just get a number?
Oh.
No
Anyway.
No comment. Okay, so before we head out, Ginger Mouse, what's coming up for you? What are you doing? You're playing Fallout, right?
I live in Fallout. Don't touch
Okay.
me. Don't take me away from it.
What else have you been playing?
Fallout. pretty much Fallout in a different version, because I've been playing House Flipper and basically doing the exact same thing that I do in Fallout.
Cool.
Fair enough.
Are you streaming it or anything like that?
I did stream a couple.
Okay. I think I might have popped in there.
You did pop in once or twice. I don't remember what it was in, though.
I think you missed the good house, though.
We don't talk about that house.
There was a there was a Halloween update, and they did a Halloween house that was really good.
Hmm.
It was
How about
really
yourself?
boring.
How about yourself, CZ?
I've been streaming some Fallout. Played a little bit of Thief Simulator. I need to get back into it. There's been a couple of big updates since I played it last. But I've also the other day I streamed Ghost Control, which is trying to figure out how to describe it as best I can.
It's like a Ghostbusters management game.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's kind of a turn-based. It's a turn-based RPG as the Ghostbusters.
That's pretty neat. I don't think I saw that. Okay, I'm gonna have to keep an eye out in case you pop on and play that some more.
Yeah. Did you ever play Chroma Squad?
No.
Oh.
Oh wait, Chroma Squad was that an on-rail shooting game?
No. Chroma Squad.
Okay, all right.
Chroma Squad is an 8-bit game. Think Power Rangers ripoff, like
Okay,
direct Power Rangers ripoff.
gotcha.
If you haven't played it, I do recommend it. It's super fun, but it's another turn-based. It's a turn-based strategy game.
Might be good. I like those hands game.
Ghost Control's Same thing. It's kind of a turn-based strategy game where you're, positioning, moving. You only have a couple of action points. You gotta upgrade your weapons and all that stuff. So.
Right on. What have I been up to? Red Dead. I already kind of spoke about that. I've been playing Red Dead to no end and really having a lot of fun with it. Not the online, just the single player game. I mean, I get so distracted in that game that I'm still stuck on chapter 2. I haven't progressed beyond chapter 2, and I think there's like 6 chapters and then some epilogues. Yeah, but I have so much fun just doing the simple things like hunting and harvesting. If the game was just hunting and harvesting, that I'd buy it just for
Maybe
hunting.
I
and
need
harvesting.
to play this game.
But keep in mind you can do good things. There's an honor scale, or you can do bad things. I decided since I'm an outlaw to play bad, and so I've been also going around and killing people and taking their money. And of course, you got to get away with it, and it's tough to do. But once you understand the system, like how to put a mask on so they can't identify you, make sure there's no one around, then kill you.
I can't do stuff like that. It makes the pixel people sad.
It feels terrible when you're doing bad things because it's pretty realistic. So yeah. Anyways, that's what I've been playing. That's what I've been streaming.
You have a weird glow behind you, Mouse.
Oh, my lamp?
No, other side. Oh, can you not see your own camera?
No.
Oh, there's 2 cat eyes. He's up.
God.
He's up in a shelf, and I can see 2 cat eyes.
God,
oh wow!
So you get a neat shadow over that side of the camera, and all you see are cat eyes glowing.
All right, guys. So thanks for those of you who joined the stream tonight. Sorry I was not able to make it earlier tonight, but thank you to CZ and Mouse for kind of filling in and talking about the main topic tonight, which was great of them. So thank you. That's a thank you for me to you guys.
I accept gift cards and flowers.
Awesome.
And I'm going to apologize for the technical issues because Skype was being a little
okay.
uncooperative. Let's go with that.
Yeah, that's Skype.
Yeah.
So, as you guys know, this is a podcast from a group called Bottle Rocket Gaming. You guys can go check out the actual website for BRG, for short, Bottle Rocket Gaming. The website's bottlerocketgaming.com. We also have a Discord. So if you go onto Discord and do a search for Bottle Rocket Gaming, there's where you can actually join. You can meet up with the people, chat with them. Even, if you find that there's a few people in the group that play games together, plan a night where you play. Maybe Fallout 76, maybe Red Dead Redemption Online. What do they have? They have a battle royale, things like that. Aside from that, you can watch this stream 2 days from now. It'll be posted up on YouTube. So if you go to YouTube, what is it? YouTube.com/BottleRocketGaming, you'll be able to watch this episode or this stream if you missed it tonight. And we do have the Twitch channel as well, which is twitch.tv/BottleRocketGaming, which is where we are right now, which is where you guys are watching us right now. And if you like what you see and you want to support us, you can actually give donations at patreon.com/BottleRocketGaming. There's a bunch of different tiers where you can support us, monetarily if you wish, which goes towards things like events that go on in Bottle Rocket Gaming, games for those some members who want to play along but can't necessarily buy a game for whatever reason. We can help out with that. I think it goes towards servers, but I don't know for sure. I have to check with a few of the guys. But hey, that's pretty much it. So thank you, everyone, for coming tonight. And we'll see you again in a month's time. It will be the first Tuesday of January. So it'll be a brand new year, 2019. Woo!
We might have to make some predictions on what's coming up.
Yes, I think that's what I'm going to work on. Get a few familiar faces in here. Maybe even recap last year's predictions as well. All right, guys. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next month. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Come again.
Don't forget to support us on Patreon. Also follow us on Twitter. Thank you for watching and good night. Cheerio.